Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.exchange. Now I'm in Dubai, but next month, 8th and 9th, I'm planning to come to BENGALURU for a workshop. So those who are interested may subscribe to our workshop in BENGALURU, contact our office. The contact numbers are given in the description. First, let us see what has actually happened in the recent past and in the last 6 months. There was a war between India and Pakistan, and on May 12th, the ceasefire news came, and that day the Nifty shot up 4%. I'm talking approximate, from 24,000 to 25,000. That is roughly about 6 months before. Today is exactly 12th October, so 12th May is exactly 6 months before. During the last 6 months, a Nifty has not made any big move. From 25,000, 650 point up and 650 point down. So that is the range the Nifty has been trading for the last 6 months. The long term, the market is in a consolidation. And in fact, I do not remember when was the last time Nifty was consolidating for more than 6 months. The maximum 2 to 3 months it will consolidate. After that, it will take a direction. But this time, in the longer time frame, the market is in a good consolidation and it's likely to do so. So this is where people who are trading in the long-term options, like 6 months, 1 year away, taking straddle, strangle, and slowly they keep making good profit. So this is the longer-term picture. So in this longer-term picture, last 6 months high was 25,650. So therefore, definitely that is a very huge resistance. So this is about last 6 months view. So last 6 months, the low was around 24,400 and high was 25,650. So this is about 1,100 point range. Coming back to the short term, in the last 2 weeks of September, the markets fell continuously. Nifty fell for 8 continuous trading sessions and 9 trading sessions there were red candle. Then what happened? In the October, things made a U-turn and every day was rising. I think October series, except one day, all other days were green days. Markets were moving higher. And then, as expected, when the market continuously rising, so definitely at some point of time, the Nifty will show long. So those who have been watching my video, I told you when 25,180 is crossed and if Nifty closes above 25,180 and then Nifty becomes technically long. Just one day before, that is on Thursday, Nifty closed at 25,181. So that day post-market also I said market is long. I think what happened the following trading session, the Nifty rallied further and it was very, very bullish. And also, the corporate results season started and the TCS result was not as bad as expected. So though TCS has fallen 1%, the Bank Nifty took the market higher. So now the problem is that, the people say stock market returns are subject to market fluctuations. But now, stock market returns are subject to Trump tweets. So everything was going well, and Friday night I was trading in US market, S&P 500. It was very close to a fresh all-time high, just only 2 or 3 points from fresh all-time high, and suddenly the Trump tweeted and saying that there's a 100% additional tax against China. Then market started falling it was a non-stop fall. Nasdaq 100 has fallen more than 4% from intraday high. S&P 500 fell more than 3% from intraday high. It was a terrible fall. And cryptos fell, like 10%, 20%, 30% like that. And as per some reports, the largest ever liquidation happened in cryptos on Friday. So overnight, things have changed. So that's why, although technicals, work very well, the barring unforeseen circumstances. So something like this happens, so definitely technicals will fail. So GIFT Nifty indicating Nifty opening around 25,120 tomorrow. So that is way below 25,180, the technical level. So who knows, the markets, there's a 2 days of, because when Friday, when Trump announces something, why the market keep on falling? And because nobody want to carry the positions over the weekend, so we do not know over the weekend, China may announce retaliatory tariff, so like in 2 days, anything can happen. So they do not want to take a chance. But what has happened, and after the Trump tweet, so far China has not retaliated. So because China is not, because the Trump, if China retaliates by saying 100% additional tax for US, the Trump will say 200% tax against China. So there is no end to this egoistic war. So that's why the markets were afraid. So assuming that until tomorrow, if there is no reaction by China, and then, markets may come into sanity and the markets may recover a little bit. So I'm not saying that, US markets will recover completely. Somehow I feel that US market has to meet this with this accident one day because, everybody has become bullish about US. So when everybody become bullish, so that is when something like this happens, how to say, right? You just imagine a cricket stadium and match starts at evening 6 p.m. From 3 p.m. onwards, people will come slowly. So by 5:45, 5:50, the entire stadium is full. Suddenly, if there is a news, there's a bomb scare. So everybody will want to exit at the same time. While coming into the stadium, they come slowly from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. But when they want to exit, everybody want to exit. So that is where the stampede will happen, accidents will happen. So like that, US markets will keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. Slowly people came in. Now in one day when it falls 4%, everybody want to exit at the same time. And also the fear over weekend when anything can happen. So, Monday, that fear come down a little bit. And so the markets will be usually reacting more than what it requires, both on the upside and on the downside. So that is where, it creates an opportunity. So who knows, before tomorrow, our market opens, if there is some kind of a little bit recovery in US markets, futures, of course, the futures will start trading in the morning. And then, looking like, a Japanese market is likely to fall 6 to 7%, and Chinese markets are likely to fall about 5% tomorrow. That can be a scary picture, right? So if you go by the indices that were trading in US, so there may be some recovery. So who knows? So talking about the technicals, the Nifty should close above 25,180 by tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, maybe there may be some panic. So if Nifty is not closing above 25,180 by tomorrow, end of the day, so it is time to be, not bullish. So this is an unusual time. So this is the third time Nifty technicals not working. the previous two times also. It showed long, it went little bit higher, then came down. Again, it showed short, it went little bit down, came back higher. And now again, the Nifty shown long, and now little bit went higher and coming down. So this market, in many Tamil interviews I have mentioned that Nifty from last year, October 1, for the next 5 years, Nifty is not likely to beat fixed deposit return. So that is my view. I may be wrong, but that's my view. So the reasons, maybe we can come out with a separate video that can be a very, very long video. US, usually is a data dependent market, and because of US market government shutdown, I think the data are not being released. But despite that, a Trump tweet has been released. So coming back to our market, so the global markets, most of them are trading at all-time high. There is some bad news, markets can fall more, but we are not trading at all-time high. I think most sectors have already beaten down here. So the damage for us may be slightly less. That's one thing. Second thing, because of this commotion, and crypto prices have crashed. And a lot of people are moving the money from equity market to crypto market. Now by looking at this kind of volatility in cryptos, who knows, they might come back to stock market. That may be good for equity market. And then because of this commotion, crude oil prices have fallen by 4 to 5%. So that is actually good for India. So that is fundamentally, that will take long time. It's not a short-term one. So overall speaking, Nifty should take support around 25,000. And because earlier I told you 25,000 is a resistance, when that one has crossed, decisively and the market moved higher, so that resistance should become a support. So the first support is at 25,000. For one or the other reason, if that is broken, then there's no chance. The next support is at 24,400. So that's about last 6 months low. So if everything goes well, so Nifty is likely to trade between 25,000 and 25,650 during the next 1 week with a negative bias. Right? So we do not know, there may be, the Trump has the ability to change the course. So already there are some reports. There is a person who opened a fresh crypto account just half an hour before the Trump's tweet, and he made millions of dollars profit by shorting. And a report says he has made about 700, 800 crore profit, assuming that that one has fallen like 20-25%. So that means he shorted the market for about 3,000 crores. Like somebody opening an account, fresh account, and shorting the crypto for 3,000 crores. So definitely that is some insider information. Right? So what happens, once the market goes to an extraordinary low, and these people will do the just opposite. They will buy for few thousand crores, and then one tweet will come. We are reducing the tax to China and this and that. Then again, market can shoot up. So, there is a report that says US politicians are very, very active in stock market. So they manipulate the stock market. So when I was talking to my friend, I told him, thank God our Indian politicians are illiterate people. Otherwise, if these people also come and start manipulating the market can go extreme volatility. So you look at the US. I think yesterday the US VIX shot up more than 30%. So how can a VIX shoot up 30% in just one trading session? It was so scary. Nasdaq was trading around 25,000. The 20,000 put option, that is about 20% away. And that was trading actively for more than $100. So that is a kind of volatility, craziness the US markets goes through. And just imagine that is the number one economy in the world. And just one tweet on Friday, Trump one tweet, $2 trillion has been wiped out in the stock market. So we must be happy. At least India is not that volatile. So India is actually less volatile than many markets actually. So that's why, many FIIs, they like to come and trade in India despite so much drawbacks in India. So anyway, so those things we will leave it. So number one, Nifty is likely to trade between 25,000 and 25,650. And number two, be prepared, for a high volatility. And number three, look for Nifty to close above 25,180. If not, the technically long will be negated. So you have to exit your long positions. Then number four, US markets, because of shutdown, there may be no data activities. But in India, consumer price inflation data is there. And then, banking stocks will be reacting to that. So for the last few months, it's a banking and auto stocks which are in a bullish mode. So look for consumer inflation data. And number five, corporate results. HCL Technology, Tech Mahindra, Axis Bank. There are many corporate results are lining up. But the most important corporate result is Infosys. I think that is on Thursday. Even more important corporate results, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, but that will be on Saturday. So its impact will be seen only the following Monday. So let us see what is going to happen. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.